What about now? Is that working? Okay. What about now? Or I mean, yeah. Okay. That's so weird. Whatever. Alright. Do these settings. And then this. Put it like here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go with this. Cool. Weird that it broke right before stream. It's fine. Um. Alright, let's get into it for real this time. Okay. Before I play the game, before we play Dead Space, gonna talk about fiction canon and what makes something horror. Those are gonna be the two big sort of topic things that I'm going to be thinking about as I go into the game. All right. One sec. Okay. So big thing to understand. I'm gonna erase this cute little thing now. I have my little notebook right here, my little Kindle thing. Um, okay, so even though I just erased it, a little closer. Dead Space. All right, so what I'm playing today is the 2023 remake of the 2008 game, because we're all boomers now. Um, the big thing. So this game was heavily inspired, at least in part, by the film Event Horizon. Right, this is a 1997 horror movie directed by Paul W. Anderson and written by Philip Eisner. They're both sort of like known for this movie, pretty much. It's the plot essentially, and there's an interview with the development lead on Dead Space, if I remember correctly, where part of his he talked about Event Horizon, and the core premise of that movie, for those who haven't seen it, is what if a spaceship went to hell? Um, and it's a really fun, sort of silly horror movie, not necessarily like peak cinema. Um, but it's cool. Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Um, and I think that the direct reference and a lot of the parallels that can be drawn between Dead Space and Event Horizon work really well in talking about the idea of film, or not film, of fiction canon. Um, so a good way to think about this is kind of like a sort of genealogy for how fiction works. So all things, even like paintings, right, can be brought under a general canon, so to speak. And it's like, so if we consider like the fiction canon all encompassing every work of fiction that's ever been made, whether that's books, poetry, movies, comic books, video games, albums, what have you. Canon is a good way to think about how a work sort of fits into the greater framework of art that exists. So within the horror canon, right? Horror. You have a ton of things, right? People think about, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein as being like the original horror work to some extent, right? It's, I guess, the first fictive work that people think of when they talk about it. And then so that's like the progenitor of the horror genre. From there, you have a ton of offshoots of other various things that are created that exist within the canon of horror. An important thing to understand about the idea of canon is that a work does not have to be aware of the canon it exists in to be interacting with that canon. This is a thing that you'll see a lot of times with, like, certain types of... You'll see this a lot with video games, actually, where there will be a video game that is emulating or inspired by a specific project, but not necessarily engaging with the other projects in the genre. So, like, JRPGs, for instance, a lot of them engage with, like, the general idea of fantasy canon, right? So something like, the original Final Fantasy, right, is obviously taking inspiration from general fantasy genre. It's not directly invoking Lord of the Rings or something, right? Despite that, it is still in the greater canon of fantasy works, and in turn is in conversation with Lord of the Rings. The thing that makes Dead Space pretty cool is that it is in direct conversation with a lot of different horror and science fiction works, and in a very conscious way. Even in the name of the main character, Isaac Clarke, there we go. Isaac Clarke, handwriting is awful today. So Isaac Clarke is a portmanteau of Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke, right? Both of whom are, I guess for those who don't actually know, Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke are two of the three sort of big science fiction writers of the mid-20th century. They're considered like two of the guys that really created the science fiction genre as we know it in the current day and age, right? You can make debates about an older existence of science fiction predating that. I mean, even within the realm of cinema, there's like Trip to the Moon, which is arguably science fiction, even though it's a bunch of like wizards and alchemists going to the moon, but I digress. So already this game in its naming scheme is wanting you to draw parallels to classic science fiction works. And it wants you to engage with these ideas of, what those works were engaging with, which was this imaginative sense of like what the future can look like and the idea of ethics within science. So was there anything really big I wanted to go over other than that? And then, so I guess talking about that with all that in mind, we can talk about the idea of this being a horror game. And I saw, I was watching another streamer a while back talking about their favorite horror games, and I saw a bunch of people in chat listing games like Alien Isolation and Resident Evil, and they kept going, well, no, I don't consider that a horror game, I just think it's exciting, which I thought was really interesting, because the games that they brought up as horror games, things like, Outlast or Insomnia, they were like, or not Insomnia, Amnesia, Dark Descent, they were like, oh, these aren't really, like, those are the horror games. Alien Isolation's not scary, it's just like, thrilling. So, there are debates. Some people will debate what constitutes something as horror. What I like to do as a general definition thing is engage with this sort of classical definition. Not even classical. The easiest, so what I've been taught historically is that the easiest way to engage with or understand something as horror is based on how the characters within the narrative react to the thing. So, easy example is Greek mythology has tons of monsters, filled with monsters, Chimera, Gorgon, Minotaur, what have you. You would not consider any of those stories scary because the world itself does not engage with those things as horrors. They're hideous monsters, right? Like, Medusa is turned into a snake woman and that's a punishment. But Perseus isn't scared of her when he goes to kill her, right? It's presented as an adventure. Meanwhile, on the flip side, something like the original Godzilla film is a horror movie. Godzilla in that film is horrific. Godzilla is actually a great example of differentiating between genres, because depending on what Godzilla movie you're watching, it changes from action to horror to drama, and all of that is predicated on how the world views the monster. So Dead Space is obviously making a point of being scary, right? And we're going to see how the monsters are viewed in this game to engage with that. Video games, I do think, have to do a little more work than things like books and movies do, because the player is also part of that world. So on some level, if the player is not scared, then it can negate the horror aspect of it, and that's an issue that a lot of horror games run into from a narrative perspective and a game design perspective, is they really struggle to keep up the horror over the greater course of a playthrough, especially games that are heavily reliant on jump scares and things like that. So we're going to see how that goes. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm really excited to play this game. I am going to be taking notes during, like, cutscenes and stuff. I'm going to, like, stop and start. I'm going to try not to pause during cutscenes. But I will be taking notes during them. Okay. Go back to this. Copy it. Paste it. Should be good. Okay, am I still audible to people? Is the game volume okay as well? Okay, game. I mean, we'll just have to see how loud the game is. Game might be. We'll find out in the cutscene. We'll just go in. We'll just go in. Okay.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. Sorry about everything.
Oop, sorry, hold on. I'm gonna make myself a little smaller. I said I wasn't gonna pause. I lied. Actually, I'm gonna turn off cam for the cutscene.
I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First deferred from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls? It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Daniels.
So you keep saying.
Here we go. Nice clean re-entry. Welcome to Aegis 7.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting teams set up for life. Now where is she?
There. Confirming visual contact with USG Ishimura.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with the CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You check your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing range. USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly, responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura. Ishimura, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kelly.
You ever hear of a full communications black on one of these things?
Never. Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Let's go.
I'm losing control.
What? We're off course!
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. It's gonna smash us into the hull.
Jen, aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light. It might slow us down.
Got it.
Everyone okay?
Good.
Hey, Johnston. You alright?
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost the port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kelly. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
Okay. So, a lot of stuff happened really fast there just now. This game does a lot of really fun things with that opening cutscene. So first thing I think I want to talk about, which I've vaguely known about, like the Dead Space series is sort of known for these in-game cutscenes. So you can move your character and look around for a good chunk of that part where they're talking on the ship. Um, which is just a fun little immersion thing. Um, but I mean, a big thing I want to talk about. So obviously, that opening of the first cutscene, we get that close up of Nicole, Isaac's wife. We learn immediately within the first like 5 seconds what's happening. We learn what this game is about right away, which is finding Isaac's wife, right? So we know our objective is find Nicole. We also learn in a very unsubtle, but people complain about like, oh, exposition or whatever. Um, but there are definitely elegant ways to do exposition. Which I think the opening cutscene did a pretty good job. Um, but you learn in sort of an unsubtle. It does the well, as you know, Bob. Thing we learn that the Ishimura is a. Oh, I'm gonna straighten up. We learn that the Ishimura is a mining ship. And we also learn that it is the biggest mining ship in this specific, presumably commercial fleet. We also learn about this sort of tension between Hammond and Daniels, right? Where like Hammond is clearly in charge, and Daniels is some sort of outsider. Where they talk about the whole checking the files thing. So already the game is planting these seeds. So like in narrative stuff, we talk a lot about like setup and payoff, where you present something to the player or viewer or reader or whatever with the intention of it coming back around later at some point. Chekhov's gun sort of situation. Um, and pretty much all narrative is built around this idea of setup and payoff, of like tension and release. You can think of it as sort of like breathing or like dance, some sort of flow. Um, yeah, really. I mean, very fun opening. And obviously we get to see the Ishimura, we get to see the size, and we hear that it's big. We're told that it's big, and then we see with our eyes that it's huge, right? We get that sense of scale as we crash into it. We also know that the lights are. This is very, by the way, for those of you who have seen Event Horizon, very similar openings, right? With Event Horizon, they're like, oh, this ship came back from slip space and we can't contact anyone on it. This is the setup for a lot of space horror on spaceships specifically do this thing where, oh, we can't get in contact with anyone. It's, I would say, one of the big strengths of space horror specifically is this idea of isolation. So a lot of horror gets a lot of mileage out of isolation. Space horror in particular probably gets more mileage out of it than pretty much anything else. You could look at something like, The Shining, where it's like, oh, they're in the middle of the wilderness, right? But if you walk in any direction, you will hit people, right? There are roads and, things like that. Space horror, because space is so big, space is sort of innately scary, even in the most optimistic of space stories. You can make space scary in things like Star Wars or Star Trek, right? And so you get a huge amount of mileage out of this idea that you are alone in space. There is no such thing as a close proximity to other people in space. And it does a great job of baking in this sort of not giving the protagonist an easy way out of the problem, which it already does with the whole he has to find his wife, but then it sort of ups the ante by making it so, you know, their ship crashes and they can't communicate with anyone on the ship. They need to find out what's going on, and even if they want to leave, now they can't. So now Isaac doesn't have a choice but to find his wife. So really great sort of, you know, what is often referred to as like a narrative engine, which is like, what is the thing that's driving the story, pushing us forward? And honestly, like, this game is pretty cool in that it is asking the player to care about Isaac finding his wife, and I think that that's part of the reason why they start out with that close-up of her face. They want Nicole to be the first thing that you see, because they want finding her to be front of mind for you as much as it is for Isaac. Agnes. Should do like some settings changes as well. This game has some frame rate stuff that's a little okay.
Forget something?
How's the ankle?
Oh, interesting. Sound cut off.
Crap, we came down hard.
Not a great start to our repair mission. Standard procedure. We'll register them in the flight lounge.
Hello? Where is everybody? Half the ship must have heard that landing.
Be proud, Chen. You gotta see her in one piece.
Johnson might disagree. But you're offering to buy the first round tonight.
I wouldn't mind something to steady my nerves, especially on CEC's tab.
You see anyone in flight control?
No, nobody.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
It holds the record for the highest number of planet crashes, with 34 to date, and highest dead weight of refined
May as well get signed in.
14 trillion kilotons and counting.
So we can see how we're getting that exposition from this sign here, right? And also like the aesthetics as well.
Captain Matthias and his crew welcome you.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura. Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
The prop placement's really cool as well. Getting to see all the little things.
Where's the security detail? Where's anybody?
Oh.
There's nothing long.
Let's go, text
No
log
TV
moment.
roster, no power to the elevator.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing around.
Disclaimer, this article is sponsored by the CEC's print and publication and may not represent the views of the Amazing Universe magazine. The article, imagine a world where basic resources like fuel, ore, metals, and ice are hard to come by. Imagine if human teams were entirely dependent on nearly extinct resources of Earth and dwindling supplies of the colonies. Older readers don't need to imagine such a world. You lived it less than a century ago. Looking to the stars for additional resources was nothing new, but at the time, the only shock point capable ships were smaller vessels that could barely keep up with demand. Enter the Ishimura, named after the celebrated astrophysicist and inventor of the shockpoint drive, Hideki Ishimura. The USG Ishimura was the first of the massive planet cracker ships built in 2446, we're gonna call it that. She has enjoyed a long and storied career. The Ishimura was the first vessel of her size to utilize the shockpoint drive for large-scale commercial deep space expeditions. At her inception, the Ishimura was hailed as the savior of the colonies. She was created to mine and process asteroids, even small moons, with remarkable efficiency. She was also the first ship capable of pioneering scan and catch technique for harvesting mineral-rich asteroids. Utilizing huge gravity tethers, the Ishimura could lock onto asteroids and pull them inside the ship's massive collection bay for quick and efficient smelting. At 62 years old, the Ishimura is still in remarkable shape. Her equipment has been upgraded over the years, and many of her interior spaces have been retrofitted to take advantage of the current technological advances. Despite so many long years of service, she remains the pride of the CEC fleet and is still the company's largest planet cracker. Whenever a vital deep space mining project requires skill, experience, and dedication, the Ishimura is ready to answer the call. It is ships like the Ishimura and their dedication of the men and women who crew her that built the Concordance Extraction Corporation, there it is, into the trusted, dependable resource provider it is today. Alright, so that's a lot of... I mean, it's like important flavor, right? It lets us know what this company's about. Resource... A society that was previously resource scarce that now has these planet crackers that can sort of, you know, strip planets.
Try that security console.
We'll see how relevant that is. I mean, obviously it's going to be pretty relevant. But... Loading zone? Uh-oh.
Something on the floor here. Is that?
I need that damage report.
What did he see on the floor? Oh, the blood. Very cool.
Try that security console.
Oh god, that smell.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms or the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, got us some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator shaft.
Positive anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Batman?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Oh my god!
Daniels, get the doors open!
Get out of there!
Hands from the doors!
Where am I? Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh, very cool. Wait 1 second. So, really cool while I fix the graphic thing. Like, really fun intro to the monsters, right? Very, you know, atmospheric. This game gets a huge ton of mileage out of the atmosphere that it creates. Really good idea of keeping you in that space. does a great job with that. Like, and I think I love the fact that they put you between the crew so that you are unable to help them and you have to watch, and then you are suddenly put in the action. Once again, going back to that idea of isolation, right? Pointing at the... alright. Who are we looking for? Okay, with the big, cut off their limbs sign. Hold on, let me read this. Left trigger to aim. Rotate projectile. Okay, X. Gives you the shots and the... Okay. Okay. I think this is as good a time as any to talk about the environmental storytelling, because you already mentioned it. But the cut off their limbs thing, I think is a great sort of segue into that idea. So you'll often hear the phrase "show don't tell," which is, you know, true to some extent, often kind of gets misinterpreted as exposition bad. But more it's just this idea of getting things across in a way that is not overtly exposition a lot of times. So environmental storytelling, which this game is sort of built on, I think horror can do so much work with environmental storytelling. So, like, the idea is using the space, sound, diegetic sound. So, I guess for those who are unaware, so there's diegetic and non. Let's start with it. So there's diegetic sound and non-diegetic sound. Okay, so diegetic sounds are things that exist within the game or within the story, things that people within the narrative can hear. So this is your sound effects, your monsters, things like that. Oftentimes, music soundtrack is non-diegetic. So diegetic sounds are a big part of the sort of environmental storytelling. So we learn a lot about the monsters when they first show up in that scene. Not only from what we see, but from what we don't see, right? The space that we walk into, which there's a little sign that said that it was, I think, like an immigration, I guess, processing waiting room, right? There are tons of suitcases. We see a baby doll. We know that there have been people here. Families specifically have been on this thing, but they're all missing. And they left all their stuff. So clearly, people were going somewhere in a hurry. We learned that right off the bat, right? And the sort of the absence of people, that sort of atmosphere that you get when people are around, when you can hear sort of idle chatter, that's completely vacant from this space once again, right? Coming back to this diegetic. You're getting a story from the space that you're in, what you hear, what you don't hear. It turns the Ishimura into this sort of liminal space, if you want to call it that, kind of like being in an abandoned mall, or like if you're in school on like a weekend or something, right? It's this weird absence in a place that should feel like it's filled with people. And then there are things that are more overt, right? Like the cut off their limbs, right, in blood, which is both the tutorial, right? It's telling you how to fight the monsters, but also it implies something about the universe. It's telling its own story that there was someone who figured out how to kill these monsters and then wrote in, presumably, someone else's blood. Maybe that they're probably dead if it's there. How to take on these monsters. I think it's really fun. A lot of horror game, like the Left 4 Dead games, do this a lot, where you'll see in the safe rooms, people will be having conversations about the outbreak on the walls. And people call this a little campy, and it definitely is, right? We think about, like, The Walking Dead, Don't Dead, Open Inside, right? Like, that same sort of thing. It can be a little heavy-handed, but I personally think that there is sort of an undervalue to communication over, I guess, time, right? Leaving notes for people. People think of it as kind of a cheap way to get exposition across, but we do this in real life as well, right? Like, graffiti tells a story and conveys information, right? People create signs and put them up in places. So I think sometimes it can just be more of an execution thing, whether people like it or not. I mean, obviously this one is a bit more heavy-handed, but it's really trying to hammer home that sort of grim horror aesthetic. So, you know, I think it works well enough. It's doing what it needs to. Get back in. Can make myself a little smaller. I don't need to take up much of the screen. I'm not. It's the game we're focusing on, not me. Let's rotate. Not gonna fire, because there's a hand. Remember to... Okay. Enemies and certain objects. Okay, so... I do think it's cool how the game kinda never lets you save anyone. I shouldn't have reloaded there. It's fine. I also love how the gun is your flashlight. It's inventory management. Okay. I think there is... I wouldn't say there's an argument to be made. I think it's the general consensus is that, like, gameplay stuff is a part of narrative, so, like, knowing that you have limited inventory space, understanding that there's currency, you know, map stuff like that, all that stuff ties into, you know, narrative in some way. What is this?
Chris is still after us! Run!
Okay, fun audio log. Or what?
Oh my god, Isaac. You made it.
They're everywhere. Shin, is he,
He's gone.
What do you mean, yeah?
Nothing
What?
I can do. What the fuck are these things?
I don't know.
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
I've been
We need to
saying
get to the
that.
bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't.
Oh.
Tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of the quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Get the tram running. Daniel's. Those boards don't burn out by accident. Okay. Okay. Save point. I wonder what these. Oh, they're like camera stations? Interesting. What do you use money for in this game? Yeah, it's like a vending machine? What is this? Cool. It's alright, we can see what happens to people who try to go through that door. Oh. Hey man, you okay? I love the creaking of the ship. Clearance. Maybe this guy had security. I don't know. I don't know how I check that. See, they keep showing like the baby dolls. They really want you to know like children have died here and it's upsetting. Which it is. How does stasis? How long does it last? Okay.
Reading a door malfunction between you and the maintenance bay. Can you fix it?
No, but I found a stasis module. If I'm faster than... I got it.
Okay, so stasis modules are like a thing? Interesting. I guess it's 2443 or whatever. Recharge stasis modules at charging stations or by using a stasis pack. Okay, so you can't just stasis pack. Yeah, the whole like the head move thing is very cool. The way that the whole game, the UI is built into the suit, so like, oh. What's happening? Yeah, this game's really cool with how it makes a point of keeping you in Isaac's POV. The Splinter Cell games do something similar, but I think this game is, if I remember correctly, just like a bit more dedicated to it. I know that Splinter Cell has some other like HUD stuff.
Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
Is that killed? Nodes. I don't know what those do. I do think that another really sort of smart design thing... Hold on. Audio log.
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling?
Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader?
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know?
I know.
Okay. So we learned... Well, gameplay thing, we need a stasis module to solve this, I don't know, puzzle, I guess? Wait, what was I talking about, like, right before I picked up the audio? Oh, the thing, okay, so we learned about how, like, you have to cut their arms and legs off. We can talk about zombies real quick. I'll do it quick. I won't even get up from the chair for this. Right, so this game is obviously also playing with, like, the zombie canon, right? We all know what zombies are. This game sort of turns it on its head, because usually you shoot them in the head and they die, right? Aim for the head is, like, the thing in zombie media. They want brains and they destroy brains. The monsters in this one have, right, they have these, like, claw appendages. So already it's sort of upping the ante. It's like if every fucking zombie in 28 Days Later had a gun, right? Like, it's that extra layer. But also, they don't die when you shoot them in the head. So it's undermining not only, like, the narrative precedent for how monsters work. And I mean, because we sort of think of, like, shooting anything in the head will kill, right? So it undermines that general precedent, but also from a game design perspective, sort of untrains you. Because, right, we've seen zombies in video games before this, right? Halo Combat Evolved, right, has the Flood. You know, although the Flood I think are actually, now that saying it out loud, really similar situation. Because the whole thing in Halo is that it trains you to value headshots. And then when you get to the Flood, that doesn't work anymore. Right? You have to shoot the enemy where the little flood tentacle creature is coming out of their body. And so headshots no longer become effective. So it's working in that same sort of realm as Halo did, where it's asking you, the player, to untrain your notion of like lethal kill mechanics. But also there's a lot of like fun and play in that like dismemberment mechanic, right? Dismembering people is not fun, don't do that. But the game is clearly encouraging you to figure out like effective ways to dispatch your enemy, and giving you the option to go vertical or horizontal as this very active choice that has some value in decision making and ammo conservation, which all sort of builds on that narrative and that the general vibe of the game, I guess, in a really effective way. Just can't. Alright.
Repair systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
It's that easy.
Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please contact a repair technician.
Okay. Credits. But I heard something. Oh, another cool thing is all the different languages that you can hear on the Ishimura. Oh! They right behind me. I did hear something. I can't aim? It's that easy. I missed like 1,000 shots, but it's okay, we're chilling, Okay, I did hear. Let's go. Stasis region. Okay, so how does the stasis... There's something behind me on the other side. There's something on the other side of me again. Oh, I'm hurt. I do like that you, like, can hear them. Oh, I think I have to stasis.
Any luck moving that tram car?
The autoloader's busted, but stasis should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great.
Did I get
But
it?
hurry. Okay?
Oh, no, I have
Sound
to...
carry.
Oh, I have to, like, walk up and now I...
Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
There's my guy. This game is like fucked up on the harder difficulties. Oh man. Oh. Okay, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. Cool. Be cool, be cool. Uh-oh.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
That's one down. You said a data board was fried too?
Inventory says there's a spare board in the maintenance bay. We can't run the trams without it.
Oh, I should have healed sooner. Okay, she was talking and I was not listening straight up. The ambient noise is fucking wigging me out. Really cool. Oh. Shadow. Objective. Oh my. Holy. Okay, I need to go up a floor. Okay. Okay. A little bit of backtracking. Ugh, the writhing noises. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, I don't have stasis. Very cool how the game... Oh. Did it just shoot at me? What the... Oh, it's still... Oh, no. Damn, they gave me a small med pack because they knew. They were like, this dude sucks. No way. Alright, I gotta lock in. Wait, where's it gonna send me if I die? I guess I just... Save. Before I die, I'll save at 1 health so I can soft lock my game. What's that? Oh, someone's moaning out here. So I gotta do this door, and then I got this one. I love that it gives you this hint. With the your locator knows the way. There you go. What am I using money for? Instead of ammo by dismember enemies cut off. Dismember enemies to slow. Oh, here. I got a bad feeling about this. You know. Yeah. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, so I have to loot them by stomping their hands. Did I take a wrong turn? No, this is the right way. No power. Oh. I'm gonna use the seal right now. I need to stop pressing calls. Oh, ooh, weaponry? I should have looked at that before, but... Usually when I play... Ain't no way, chill. Usually when I play games, I like to make a point of... trying to figure out, like, some of the mechanics before they're explained in the tutorial. To see, sort of, like, get a sneak peek at, like, what the game has to offer. So they're just in the walls. I guess. What is this? Oh! Red does mean explode. Okay. Mediums. Okay. The constant ambient noise, I think, is doing a lot of work. Okay, explosions completely dismembered. No. Well, I can hear them writhing? Working. The music also does a great job of letting you know when there are monsters nearby. There are a lot of like pickups and things that I just... Oh, and this vent looks like the ones... It is the ones they pop out. So it's okay. Very cool. This is a weird ship with like the internal propaganda. Okay, so there's a way into this room. I don't know if it's worth going in right now. Screen. Hey. Even the elevators are coming. Is that a person or a thing? Looks like one of the things. Oh, it is, but it's dead. Oh, this. Yeah, I knew. Oh shit! I wasted a shot. Oh shucks. Oh jeez. Now is this? Surely this one can't come back. Sure. Okay. What am I hearing? Figure out where I'm going. Oh, I'm literally right here. This is like. Oh. I made a mistake. It's not. It's not good. I didn't think this through. Didn't okay. Ain't no way. Huh? Wait, why am I still hearing? Why do I hear boss music? What song is done? Okay, how do I? But like. Okay, back through the elevator? Oh, I know. I'll just sprint. I wonder if you could do like a pacifist playthrough this game. Probably not. Map again, because my sense of direction is... Oh, that was the door I needed to go through to do the... I'm so smart. I don't... Can't see. No. Wait, oh! Whoa. Oh, and there's still another one. A little bit spinning. So obviously the game is like making great use of darkness as well. I mean, I don't need to explain. You all know what darkness is. That's not...
Isaac, we can't stay here much longer. Hearing a lot of movement.
Hold on. I got the data board. I'm coming back to tram control now.
Daniel, get ready to go.
I will say one thing that this sort of like... this genre of horror, I think one of the... Oh, that's like blown on the wall. One of the great strengths of this genre of horror is the fact that... So a lot of horror is predicated on this idea of... We talked about, you know, isolation earlier, which is not on the board anymore. But also this idea of the unknown. A lot of horror monsters, even the only genres that do not rely on like unknown or like mystery for their horror are zombie movies usually and slasher films, because you know the killer in a slasher is a real guy, right? Like that is why it's scary. But then, you know, something like in Alien, right? You don't really get a good look at the alien in the original film until like the back end. I'm trying to think of like a horror game. I mean, I think that's why a lot of horror games are zombie games, because it's easy to make zombies scary because you can keep seeing them, right? Like the monsters in this game are scary, even though we get a pretty clear look at them when they're first introduced. In fact, I would say the reason that they're scary is because we get such a good look at them. So when the lights go out, you already know, like, oh, I know exactly what's coming for me, and I should be afraid. X-Log. Reading time. Oh, snap. To M. Smith from J. Wright. Subject, poker night with the boys. Keeping this off the rig link in case Benson's listening in. You in for poker tonight, or are you going to let Caitlin keep walking around with your credits? JFW. Damn. To J. Wright from M. Smith. Poker night. I'm in, but can you not invite Pavey this time? I know he's still blaming himself for Sorosi's accident and everything, but no one wants to hear about anyone's fucking nightmares. Especially that one where he saw Sorosi up and walking around with half his head missing. And don't give me shit about it, I'm serious. It's messing with me. Last night I had one of those dreams where you wake up, you know? But my dad was sitting next to my bed, talking to me. Felt so real, I kept seeing him out of the corner of my eye all day. And trust me, that's one son of a bitch who needs to stay dead. Smith. Okay, so, yeah, Pavi kinda whack, low-key. That is foreshadowing. That's what we're gonna call foreshadowing. That's gonna come up later. That whole having dreams about dead people. I do not know the full story of this game, obviously. So it came out in 2008. I'm boomer as hell. So I remember when this game released and the subsequent, you know, Dead Spaces. So I know there's like a psychological element to it. To join is to survive. What is that? That probably doesn't mean anything. Nano circuit repair. And upgrade your weapons. Unlock upgrades to gain access to unique upgrades and to expand the weapon upgrade graph. Bring upgrade parts. Reset your upgrades. Can reset at any time for money. To the suit. Health, kinesis, range, stasis zone, oxygen. What you mean oxygen? What? So I can do any of these. 100 points. Okay. Oh, and then the node. I get it. So there are only 2 health upgrades right now, but you can unlock more of the tree by getting more nodes. Plasma cutter, damage, rate of fire. I feel like reload time is low key. Reload time or fire rate or capacity. I think like those 3, because damage is kind of like, fine. Because you're doing, like, limb damage anyway. Although it seems like you can hit, like, torso, and there's, like, a damage threshold. I don't know. Might do capacity. I think I'll go. Oh, I have to build through the tree. Okay, so I don't even get the choice. Air. I don't need to breathe. And then, okay, and then you get more nodes. So got it. Alright. Where to go? Okay, just so I walk out to the save point, and surely there will be no enemies on the way back. That'd be a little cringe. Oh, I hear one. I just don't see it. Oh. Murdered. I walked past it. Where? How? Oh my. Come on, man. Oh. No way, it jumped at me. That's cheating. Oh my. Why are you here, bro? Oh, that one's alive. That... Yeah. Yeah, give me ammo. You owe me. Has anyone listened to the new Tyler, the Creator album that came out today? I'm not. Probably gonna listen to it after stream. Very excited. Can I... Yeah. Ooh, look at him. Oh. Dang. Pops like that? The Lakers need you, my cub. Ooh, yeah. What the? Oh, also, if there are any, like, 7 TV emotes that you want added, just, like, tell me. I added a bunch. And by a bunch, I mean, like, 4. I put, like, Cinema and, like, Omega Wall and the classics. Let me save here, actually. There we go. Boom.
Data board reinstalled. System restart complete. Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
It's clear.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
I really do love the whole being able to see other characters, but not like, you know, there's like always glass separating you. Very cool. Just like streaming.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Oh, you guys are
Course,
gonna
locked
like
and
die.
lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellion. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What? protocol. Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure, we'll get through this.
We'll see.
I mean, procedure? You know, it's just for a reason. Wait, I have to go back to the... bunch of guys between me and the Kelly. I looked up Kelly and men during that opening cutscene. I forgot to write it down. It means something though. Someone look that up. Mods, look up what the word Kellyan means. I'm like on the cusp of backing into one console. Very damn. Ooh. Alright, this is the elevator that I took down into the depths. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did it? Hey man, I saw you, man. I'm opening this door. Dude, the violin is stressing me out. Okay, we get it, you're scary, chill. Ooh, I love the pizzicatos, the ding ding ding. We'll do a music stream. We'll do a Guitar Hero lore breakdown someday. Maybe with a narrative breakthrough. Get off me. I don't know you, that's my purse. Wow, that was incredibly effective. Oh, so those restore like one break. Okay. I wonder what happens if you follow him around the corner instead of going into that room. I hear another one. They do a great job of like keeping attention. They do it. Before, but now we have a weapon, so we feel, you know, feels more powerful, I guess. Oh, so fun detail. Shen is gone. His body is not here.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
Chen, you in here, man? I don't know if he's okay. Let me look around. Oh, doesn't say something. Yo, what's going on? Am I holding up? Holding up pretty well. This game's fun. Absolutely loving it. Really cool. I mean, really, you know, scary. Even as like a horror fan, the general vibe of the game is like really solid. It does a good job of keeping you on edge. Okay, surely there's nothing wrong back on the ship. Oh wait, she's actually okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a great, interesting and horrible is a great description of this game.
What have you got on you? Is that blood?
No, no, no.
I need you to listen. Yoshimura's overrun with... they're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
I love the detail of her, like, trying to balance on that broken leg. It's like a fun... The attention to detail in this game is so amazing.
Singularity core. Singularity core. Evacuate the minimum station. Go!
Man, they got our singularity core? Oh yeah, that's like a whole... Oh! Johnson? You okay? Oh, no. Well that... Oh. Bad time to have not reloaded. Yeah, the way that the monsters sneak up on you in this game is really pretty sick. Oh, come
on. Isaac, what's happening down there?
Don't worry about it.
Kelly and 2. The singularity core overloaded.
No!
Kellyan was our only way home. We're trapped.
No, no, no.
I'm not losing 2 good people for nothing.
Tell her, Hammond.
What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias.
Do I stream? I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay, here. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that? Chen?
Hammond, run!
Oh no, Chen.
Shit.
Yeah, they're probably fine. They're probably fine. Where do we go? Oh, it wasn't good. Oh no, that was... Oh. I unfortunately do not have a lot of, like, insightful commentary to add about this part. It's pretty standard, like, horror fare, which is not a bad thing, right? Like, horror relies on its tropes in the best way possible. It gives you that... I would say that, like, the fun of horror is the... What would you call it? It's knowing the sort of formula about how people sort of expand on it, kind of like a jazz sort of thing, right? One of my favorite games. Favorite games, gosh. Nier Automata is a game I'm a big fan of. I like a lot of JRPGs as a general thing. I like, you know, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, etc. The Halo series, or at least, I don't know, 1 through Reach, I guess, are the ones that I like. I like a lot of games. I'm like a big... What have I been playing recently? I've been playing, like, Metaphor, ReFantasio off stream. I am actually gonna take a quick break just to get some water, use the bathroom. Since I'm getting towards... I'm like halfway through stream, yeah. So, I will take a quick break. I will be right back. Do you stream other games besides? I plan to. I'm gonna play through this. I'm gonna play through this game, and then I'm gonna do... Don't know what I'm doing next. Thinking about Final Fantasy 16, or maybe one of the earlier Deus Ex games. I'll just go full cam. I'll go full cam right now. Hi. This is Ludo Lectures. I do streams where I do little mini lectures on narrative stuff in video games. I'm an author and I work in the film industry, but I also love video games. So I just like to talk about them from a narrative perspective, what things work really well, how they work. Less reviews and more sort of like dissecting of things. I'm not trying to be like, this game is good and this game is bad, or this works well and this doesn't. It's just going over the sort of like getting into the weeds about like various design choices and how they work. Yeah, I mean, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I will be right back. Okay. We are back. Alright. I guess I can do a quick recap since some people joined a little later. Yeah, we'll do that actually. I'll do a quick recap. So, basically... yeah, okay, smart guy. So basically for people who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I was doing like a little lecture about how horror works, what constitutes horror, things about narrative canon, I guess brief overview, like all sort of genre stuff falls into, I'll sit for this. Everything that is made can be talked about in relationship to other things, so like whatever the like original story is that exists in human history. Every other story is an offshoot of that thing. Dead Space is interesting because it directly engages with both the horror and science fiction canon in an overt way as a very conscious and deliberate choice. Whereas you don't have to be aware of canon to engage with it. So if let's say that I had never seen any sort of like zombie media, but I made something about zombies, my work would still be in conversation with the zombie subgenre of like horror. I mean, you could make a zombie movie that isn't horror, or a zombie story that's not horror, but you get the idea. Dead Space is engaging with things like event horizon, standard space things, but it's also working with sort of ideas of future technologies. We talked about how Isaac Clarke, the name is a portmanteau of Isaac Asimov and Arthur C. Clarke, who are both science fiction writers, all that good stuff. We also talked a little bit about how horror is predicated on how monsters are viewed in the narrative. Part of the reason the monsters in this are scary is because the characters tell us they're scary. In contrast to something like, Greek mythology, where the monsters are cool or, adventures to be overcome. And then, we've been talking a bit about, like, the general narrative structure. From a sort of film perspective, we're kind of in the first act still, I guess. Well, no, we're in like the second act right now, honestly. We're at like the beginning of the second act. Where's I going? Doing too much yapping. Etymological. For fun, just, I like talking about movies and games and books and stuff, so just doing it to do it. What's all this then? Oh, I still need the security clearance. I appreciate that. Like, being pro would be kind of cool. Intensive care. Kinesis, left hold B. What kind of books do I mean, it depends. I think as far as like genre's concerned, I don't know if I have like a reference. I just sort of like books that I like, I guess. I read a lot of like literary fiction because I like to pretend that I'm smart, even though I'm just sort of like a clown. I like fantasy as well. I like thrillers. I like a good horror novel, right? Obviously, like Stephen King type of stuff. In like the fantasy realm, like Brandon Sanderson, is pretty cool. I have like this book I've been meaning to read called, what the fuck is it called? It's like a fantasy horror book, I think, that I've been, that I got. That's like on my list. But sometimes I'll read nonfiction too. Yes, we know he loves Brandon Sanderson. Oh my god. Yeah, this fantasy horror book. It's like not fantasy actually. I think it's just medieval horror. It's like set in the Middle Ages. So that's a book I've been meaning to read. I have a book on cryptography that I've been meaning to read, which is like non-fiction stuff. Hmm? Hey, do you need, like, help? There's like a hand. Who came back? Oh. Are you? Can I have this? Alright. Did you want me to, like, call someone or weapon? Wait. Okay, but sure. Click the weapon. Oh yeah, sure. I love book recommendations. Yeah. I can set proximity mines, and there's a regular. All right, so I think she's gonna come back. Don't know why I think she's gonna come back. I don't know who's to say, but we're in a proximity mine. There. Do those go off when I step near them? We'll pretend they don't. Yep, da da da. Alright. Oh, this is... Tram lost them.
Station now accessible. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, I think there's something I should get. I should get whatever's in here. Oh. Oh, I have to... Is it Y? Oh, no, it opened. I'm gonna... Because they want me to test out the new gun. Ooh. Oh! Oh, there's only... Can I pick that up? I have to... This is fun.
Isaac, have you heard from Daniels? We were attacked. She ran the other way.
No, nothing.
She ran the other way.
Slaughterhouse. They barricaded access to the morgue.
The morgue?
Yeah, but the barricade was put together in a hurry. A hydrazine tank might blow it open. Just need a detonator, like maybe a shock pad. Nicole could be through there if...
Isaac, the one who attacked us. I swear to God it was Chen. But I saw him die.
Level 2.
If they barricaded the morgue, maybe it was to keep something in.
Very astute, Hammond. That is why Okay, this room... This room is super Event Horizon. Like... There's a scene... People who've seen the movie know what I'm talking about. There's when they go to the cockpit, like, the entire... Or I guess the bridge. The entire bridge of the ship just has, like... dudes, like, melted into the walls, and it looks... like this. It's pretty... It's rough. It's rough. Wait, did I save already? Whatever. Go again. So I need to find, like, a gas canister to blow a door open, I think. He was talking about, and he was like, the morgue. Find the hydrazine tank. Is this gonna guide me to the hydrazine? CEC, Imagine Diagnostics Lab. What are the labs? Blah, 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 blah. Thanks. Lab staff. Is this... Are there any chemistry people? Is this, like, correct? Whatever. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, that's cool. You see the shadows? Yeah. That's really good. Is he okay? Oh, I couldn't shoot him because it said he was friendly. Hey, why'd you... Yeah. Very fun. What it... Why? Wait, he's just like a skull. Damn, he removed his whole face. That's kind of beast mode, low-key. Trying to be like that. Trying to have that dog in me. Counseling service. You okay? Are you... Take that. Counseling service. Trouble with the life of the world? Do you miss the atmosphere? Huh? Have you recently been diagnosed with a serious illness? We're here to provide you with top-tier counseling. Terrestrial longing. Oh my god. Okay, that's dark. That's... Hey, do you miss, like, being on a planet? I guess so, man. What is... Ugh. Is this an MRI machine? I guess so. Boy. Oh. Your friend's in there. I don't know. So much for do no harm. A little medical joke for all you doctors watching this stream. But are you good, man? Are you? Oh. Hold on one second. I saved him. Hey man, are you? Nice guy. Oh, he might come back, so I'm just gonna... you know. I don't think I have any more nodes, so I can't... Yeah. I know there's, like... I bet if I backtrack to that room that has the, like, whatever it is, the level 1 clearance thing, I could probably find on, but I don't want to do that. Level 2 clearance. I kind of expect you to backtrack, it seems like. If it's convenient. If I want to, maybe. This don't work. Oh, where do I put this? Oh, yeah, obviously. Boom. Doors or elevator? What doors? Diagnostic. Wait, I was literally just in this room. Oh, I guess it is just elevator. So. go. Oh no, I can't go through here. Audio log. I do like that, like, in the far future, they still do these plastic human models. I'd like to think that they don't need them because they're, like, useful. It's just, like, a fun thing to have. It's just a conversation piece. It's like a relic.
Patient log retrieved.
I hear the tests on patient Harris were inconclusive. Given the reports from the colony, he's lucky to have his faculties at all.
Well, a divine experience would leave an impression on anyone's mind.
Perhaps. But I saw nothing divine in all that blood. The suicides.
This is a revelation, Terrence. We just need more insight to translate it.
You think this insight can be found in Mr. Harris's psyche?
I'm positive. And with Captain Matthias barring any visits to Aegis 7, this fellow may be our best chance.
Harris is Dr. Brennan's patient. And your methods... Look, Mercer, things are complicated enough already. I can't sign off on this.
You'll do what's best, of course, but how long can we afford to wait?
Okay. So, obviously, that was like a big lore drop. Talking about divine visions, and we already heard about visions earlier in the game. People like seeing hallucinations, and we also heard about like the suicides. So, because this is a story, those things are like tied together, right? And so obviously this game is also playing in the realm of like eldritch horror, which I guess is pretty clear from the, you know, monsters. But we can do, like, next stream, we can open with, like, a little talk about, like, eldritch horror and, I guess, like, cosmic horror by extension, which I think works pretty well. I don't know if you want to do a little fun, like, PowerPoint presentation. Get it? What is it? Okay. Oh, I think the ammo fell. Oh, man. Is this? That's health. It's not ammo. Is something gonna burst out of this punch me? Nope. Something is making noise. Wait, where do I... Can I make this jump? Nope. Oh, there's my suit. Is this... What year did The Force Unleashed come out? Because I'm wondering... Because this game was also on the... PlayStation 3, right? No. Originally? It was definitely on 3, what, 2008, so it would have been on the 360. So I guess, yeah. 2008? Force Unleashed? Okay, so these... That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, then. That these games have, like, similar... Sort of, like... kinetic movement things. Okay. We might do... Low-key, part of me wants to do a Force Unleashed playthrough at some point. I know that's not like a blind playthrough, but I think it'd be kinda... Actually, I don't think I beat that game as a kid. I like played through a good chunk of it, but I don't think I properly beat it. I beat the second one. That might be... Ishimura, USG Clinic, blah blah blah. That'd be kind of fun, Force Unleashed. Or like a Star Wars game. Maybe like a... Whoa. Oh, I can go through it.
Entering vacuum. Entering zero gravity.
Oh god. What's that? What did I just pick up? Am I still in the... How do I exit the back? Alright. And it's that easy. Zero gravity thrusters. What's your boot thrusters? Am I supposed to... Oh god. You said orientation. What am I hearing? This... I feel like... Oh god. I feel like being a space miner probably sucks. It's... like worse than... being like a miner on Earth, surely. Maybe it pays better. Space inflation must go kinda crazy though. Insurance, don't deplete yourself. Tea time? Is Ice-T a part of this? Is Mr. T a part of this? Something's not right. Oh,
Still
that was
holding
already?
your position. What's happening there? Did you find Nicole?
No sign of her yet. But I found some hydrazine that should work on
Bro,
the
I'm
barricade.
not finding
I just need to
Nicole.
find a shock pad.
Okay, work fast.
It's not looking good for her, low-key. What it... Okay, where do I go now? And it'll be... I'd have to go all the way back. Speaking of backtracking, oh, I don't know if Castlevania...
Entering zero gravity.
Can it make that jump? Ain't no way. Oh. Oh. No. No, 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 no. Wait. Did I get it? No. Would people be interested in a Castlevania stream? Do we want like a Symphony of the Night playthrough? It doesn't have a lot of cutscenes in it. But it's, you know, it's a game with a story.
What the hell? It shut the whole ship. I'll check it out.
Yeah, that was my dump truck. Please save the VODs. I'm saving the VODs. I'm gonna upload them to YouTube as well. At some point. Maybe. Dude, I'm gonna get jumped in the vacuum. Where do I... Why am I... What's that? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me reset. I messed this up.
Exiting vacuum.
I might do a symphony that... But I feel like... I'm like a fake boomer gamer, so I don't have, like... I don't know. I don't have, like, the boomer brain to beat that game on my own, I feel like. I think I'd need to... Oh, I have to go up. I think I'd have to do, like, a... What is this? Oh. I think I'd, like, need a, like, a walkthrough guide or something. Jesus. Oh, that's so... No way. Where did it go? Oh my... Oh, it's still alive. Oh, I... I'd be down to play... I'm gonna have to think... I don't know. I think if I was gonna do Castlevania, I'd have to... I'll think about it. It's not a no. I wouldn't mind, because that game's pretty cool. Speaking of cool, this is cool.
One step out of the captain's
whole...
nest is Chen. That thing. He almost got me.
You okay?
I trapped him in a damaged escape pod. He's snarling like This is fucked up. Hurry, Isaac.
He's snarling like, this is fucked up, man. Pulsar. Oh, that's just the ship. Yeah, I might do Symphony, then I don't know, if people have, game suggestions, or, like, games they're interested in me seeing me play, that, just, like, tell me, because I'm interested. I don't feel too strongly. We're probably gonna beat this game. Okay, man. Probably gonna beat this game. Oh my. Frames? Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to beat this game by next week. And if... Let's go. Stand on business. Let's go, Isaac. But after that, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I have thoughts. Like, obviously, Final Fantasy 16 has been very front of mind. For me, that's one I'm pretty interested in, but... Beyond that one, I don't really... I mentioned Deus Ex earlier, which I'm still thinking about. That game, I was testing it, it's kind of annoying to work with OBS, but I didn't mess around that much, so I don't know. Symphony of the Night's definitely an option. I was gonna say one of the Telltale games, but like, I know too much about those, even though I've never played through them. I watched playthroughs of like all of them. Well, I can just have my map up. Yeah, maybe. Don't really want to. I gotta figure out how this other gun works. They love the discordant strings. Alright, what are we doing? The store. The store is one-stop shop purchase. Okay, it's a store. It's like... Okay. Suit upgrade. Increases your inventory and provides 5% armor. I wonder how armor works in this game. Pretty close to... Oh, that's so cursed that nodes and suit upgrades cost the same thing. It's so cursed. I wouldn't mind doing another horror game, like Silent Hill or like Resident Evil or something. I might do... No, I was gonna say Mouthwash, or Mouthwashing or whatever it's called, but I feel like doing 2 space horror games back to back is a little, you know... I wouldn't mind doing, like, something where I play through, like, a whole series, but I feel like I'd have to, like, alternate that with some other game. And I probably wouldn't end up doing it with Dead Space. Not that there's anything, you know, Dead Space is cool. We love Dead Space, but... Stasis. That cut me in half? Ooh. What the... Oh, that was me. Main lab. Impaling and throwing. Grab loose objects, sharp objects to impale enemies. That's a leg. It's not sharp. Oh. Oh. What if... Me? Oh, the mine did not work very well. Oh, it did. There was just a... I know? Oh, my. Chill? With the ammo? I'm out. Ooh. I I'm kinda goated. I think at a certain point this game's kind of relaxing, you know? Well, the stomp is very cathartic. It lets you feel sort of in control. Which I think a thing that, like, horror games struggle with. It's hard to feel fear when you have a gun. You can quote me on that. Someone make that like a command in chat. But yeah, I think this game still makes, and I mean it's like an ammo conservation thing, like Resident Evil does it. Makes you feel kind of scared, depending on which Resident Evil you're playing. Oh yeah. Should just play on mouse and keyboard. Oh, it didn't die. Oh, it's still not. I'm gonna die. Okay, well. Alright, don't. Someone cut that, delete the VOD, delete the VOD. That didn't happen. Oh, the frame rate thing is whatever. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen and that I'm good at video games. Oh, I should have aimed for a limb when I did that. The game's getting me with the... I get it. I wonder if that person's okay. Oh, I'm like full health. What is it? Bronze semiconductor. Hell. Who's buying this? Everyone's dead. What? Do they spawn down there before? I don't know, I'm asking. Chat. Putting the paws on him. Putting the paws on him. Sometimes you gotta box people up. Can I get an amen in chat? The stomping makes me feel evil. Even though, you know, they deserve it. We're attacking me. Quarantine lifted. Stasis. This game is fairly generous with resources, at least on this difficulty. Oh, Nicole is not here, bro. What if these X-rays or anything? Ooh, audio log.
Personal log, Dr. Nicole Brennan. With medication and zero-day therapy, patient Harris is showing improvements. If this continues, there might be hope for the the others on Aegis 7. However, Dr. Mercer continues to interfere. He claims Harris's delusions are legitimately significant. If I have to make a complaint, I will. I'm not losing my nation over unitology bullshit. Not again.
Not again. Damn.
Relocation inconclusive. Tracking is available.
Okay, so Matt Mercer has lived into the, 25th century, which unsurprising, at least to me. And he's currently started some religion called unitology, I guess, and it's causing problems on the ship. That's the summary of this game. That's my takeaway. Okay, more text. Patient log. Dr. N. Nicole Brennan, Senior Medical Officer. Counseling session 03. Transcript for patient, name redacted. We'll do some voices here. Okay. Dictation on. I'll keep your name out of the transcript. Thanks. It's just so hard to remember what's real. Your church mentor talked to you again. He knows me, and my girlfriend wants to leave. I can feel it. Our last seminar was all about heretics. However, unitologist who leaves is an enemy of humanity. Unitology is big enough to take care of itself. This is about what's right for you. Just be careful. The church pulls out these tricks when they feel threatened. They have neuropsychiatrists too. Even if you get out, we'll try to... Dr. Brennan? Sorry, did something happen? I had a patient who... They tried. And her son tried so hard, but she... I will fight for you with everything I've got. But never underestimate how strong the church's pull can be. Alright, that's pretty... Okay, so she's got beef with the church, and I guess Matt Mercer by extension. Something to keep in mind. Coming back into that sort of like cosmic horror aspect of the story that we've been seeing inklings of, and is becoming more relevant. Shout out to the 25th century for... Not 25th. Yeah, no, I said it was right. Yeah, for their mental health care. Pretty cool. Pretty based. Where do I go? Where am I? Oh, did I get? What do we... Okay, bench, can't do anything. I still have no fuel rod things. Schematic. Ace specs. Credits. Biological Prosthetic Center. Ooh. Wait, that's just like a different person's hand grafted onto. Why? Yeah. In case of emergency, hospital, and damn, can I get a new hand? But like not. Hey, what do you need help with? Oh. But oh shit. Oh shit! World star! World star! What the? Damn. Someone should... Damn, they already had to remove the glass because this happened once. That's Oh, these are babies. Okay, this is... I don't want to shoot a baby. Oh! Hey, stay back. Oh, shit. Be cool, little baby man. Why can I hear whispering? Am I okay? Look at it move. Oh. Okay, we got it. Double check. Double check. We got it, we got it. They don't really make games where you can fight babies anymore. I feel like. I think the last one was, Dante's Inferno, I want to say? I think they came out after this. Oh, they're like babies in the jars and shit. Is this... Do they grow... like... Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! They grow... Whoa, whoa! Chill, 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 chill. Okay. I know Dante's Inferno, that was like a big thing that people felt some kind of way about, I think? I don't know if they liked it or not. I feel like they didn't. But like, you had to like kick babies in that game, and the animation for the babies was like mocapped by one of the devs' kids. They put the baby in a little mocap suit and let it run around the motion capture studio. So the movements for the baby are like those of like a 3-year-old. That game's weird. We can do a game. Oh! What the? We could do like, I feel like we could do like retrospective, nice, game things. I'm thinking about doing, yeah, no, it's crazy, the whole, like, baby things are nuts. I think it'd be kind of cool to do, can I take something from this? Shock pad. Oh, this was the shock pad I needed to...
What's your status?
I found a shock pad I can use on the barricade. I'm heading back there now.
Watch the voltage on that pad. I'm not losing anyone else.
Yeah, that thing shocked the shit out of me. You should have told me that before I picked it up, but thanks. I think it'd be kind of cool, unrelated to baby mocapping. I think it'd be kind of cool to do, like, the video game equivalent of, like, book clubs. So, like, one of the stream days would be, like, you know, people, like, pick a game that everyone plays through, like, together separately. And we play through, like, increments of it and then, like, talk about it. Like you would a book club, but obviously not like a book. Can I get what you guys for the sound book? No. Just defiling corpses. Okay. Okay! Man. The QT on the... Yeah, like a game club. So you play through something and be like, yeah, I played through, like, chapter or whatever. That's rough. I'm not dropping frames. Oh, this is like the bomb. Can I save before I do that? I'm gonna save before the bomb. Oh, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, the app is, I mean, listen. It's kind of, low-key kind of cooked. And by low-key, I mean it's cursed. I mean, this is basically just a Yap stream anyway. It's not like I'm a Dead Space Pro. Whatever that is. Mediocre gameplay. shouldn't be like standing near this. Take cover. Look at this one. A pull up. Inventory. Oh, I can sell this. Yeah. So now we can get the armor upgrade. Stepping in. My eyes. Flashing light warning. I'm kind of dripped out now, low-key. Got the black Air Force Ones. Okay, and I cannot afford anything else because I don't spend properly. Where do I take cover? Like, here, I guess. It's cool that all the glass in this place is, like, bulletproof. They're gonna... It's a nice, Okay, more people viscerate into the walls. Is that
Remember,
a
when
corpse?
you reach the morgue, find Captain Mathias' body. Get his rig codes,
It's
and the computer's
time.
all ours.
Time for what? Time to hit that follow button if you haven't, you know. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, same time. But in all
Security
seriousness.
clearance required.
It's time. Don't open that door. They have come. So that's it. There we go. We're so fucked. She... Yeah. End them. Give them hope. Give them strength. Tell the last bit. Okay, some more. Okay. A lot of people are scribbling. No. Save me. Save us. Save us. Save us. Hey, it's okay to be fucked up. True. Very true. Very true. Very true, chat. Never forget that. It's okay to be kind of fucked up. Help me. Help me. Help me. Sorry, we are full. Fuck this shit. Who is whispering in my ear? What it? Yo! Yo, hologram? Is this Nicole?
Loop and transmit all personnel. This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed. We need help. Look at his wounds. We can't handle so many trauma cases, and the command crew won't tell us what's happening. Seizing. Shit. Maybe I have some KHP left.
Me after Taco Bell, am I right, chat? Anyway. What are you getting into? What's this? What happened here? Stasis pack. I've not been using stasis because I suck at it. Power. Wait, what? Oh, God. Remove the cell to ensure no power is being used on the circuit. But how do I... Wait, maybe I should go into the shower first. See if I can. What's something? Oh, it's just loot in the... Oh, it's like one of those, like... Contamination showers. I hear something bad. Oh. Okay. So the wall climbing is cheating. I'd like to make that clear. I don't... Okay, shooting projectiles is also cheat. Ah! What if... Okay, don't. Hey, don't. Hey, don't. Hey, don't. Hey, what? Oh, ain't no way. Oh. No way you punted. That's crazy. And it got back up? Oh, I'm so... That sign was right. We are fucked. This is bad. Thankfully, the explosions, like, light up the darkness. I killed myself. I killed myself. I killed myself. Oh. It's okay, we run it back. Ishimura.
Remember, when you reach the morgue, find Captain Mathias' body. Get his rig codes, and the computer's all ours.
Okay, there are boxes over here. Oh, oh, there's an audio log I missed. Nope, this is a reading log. Okay. Medical log, Dr. B. Warwick, the League of Legends character from the hit TV show Arcane. Chief Psych Officer. Report of psychiatric observation for patient Harris B. Okay, this is our guy. This is the guy we've been... Yeah. Employee PM 19026EH. Harris is asleep after another dose of sedative. He seems literally unable to sleep without chemical aid. Yo, shout out to all my chronic weed smokers out there. Most people succumb to exhaustion after more than 50 hours of waking, regardless of circumstances. Not Harris. His bizarre explanation of events on the colony points to the same paranoia we've seen elsewhere planetside. His guilt is not in doubt. 2 security officers were present when he took Dr. Cirello hostage and murdered Nurse Evans. And Harris doesn't deny his actions, but he shows no remorse. In fact, he insists there was no crime, specifically that Evans wasn't a nurse when he killed her. This is classic schizophrenic behavior, but Harris exhibits no other symptoms. He's affable and friendly, able to empathize and offer original opinions. When questions about Evans' murder, however, he becomes withdrawn and uncommunicative. He claims the explanation is stuck in his mind, and that talking about it mixes up its message. He also undergoes intermittent hallucinatory periods, again, similar to those experienced by other colonies. During his long waking periods, Harris exhibits writing behavior on any available surface claiming the dreams need to speak, and that he's attempting to make it whole again. What that means, I haven't determined yet. Given the complexities of his case, I plan to reach out to my colleagues for more insight. Okay, so more of the religious stuff. So there's a colony on Aegis 7. Aegis? Aegis. Oh. It's a stasis bomb. I really gotta stop, like, kicking things that glow. Not a good... Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna heal up before this.
This is Senior Medical Officer
No, I won't. I have one heal
Medical
left.
is
Alright,
overwhelmed. We need help. Look at his wounds.
Look at his
We can't handle
wounds.
so many
Look at his wounds. Look at this guy's wounds. Look at his dogs.
He's seizing. Shit. Would he have some PHP left?
I gotta bring it over there for me to be, but they're gonna show up when I... Alright. Let's get it. I gotta hit the camo out of the... Now... Go time. Oh man. Oh, oh my. Oh, it's over. It's so over. It's never been more over. It's never been more over. It's never been more over. It's actually never been more over. It's actually. Okay. I'm actually inting. Alright, I gotta lock in.
Remember, when you reach the morgue, find Captain
Ishimura means Rocktown for all of you non-Japanese speakers out there. That's the it's written with the kanji for rock and town. I'm pretty sure that's the kanji for town. I have to check. My Japanese is a little rusty. Do I need to get that log again? Yeah.
Loop and transmit all personnel. This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan.
I'll just
Look at this. We can't handle so many trauma cases, and the command crew won't be able to.
Okay, they do spawn as a... That's pretty interesting that they kind of have, like, armor, I guess you could call it. I shouldn't have reloaded there, that was psycho. Oh, it's on. I wish I was more creative with how I use the... We'll get there though, we'll get there. Okay, so you can pick up loot while you... What's going on? It's a lot of fun how there's sort of... Actually, I should talk about this. I should probably talk about it. Let's talk about this. I'll talk about this. We'll lecture. I haven't yapped in a bit. I haven't yapped in a bit. We can talk about this. We can talk about it. Okay, so cool thing this story's doing is with its A plot and its B plot, right? So the A plot, right, is Isaac looking for Nicole, right? You could argue that's like the soul. Isaac is our protagonist. He's the guy that this story is about. We're following him. I'm gonna tilt Cam up a bit. Okay. Right, Isaac is the guy. Right. And then it's him and, you know, all the people around him, right? Hammond and, you know, whatever. It's like him on this ship. That's the A plot. The B plot is the mystery of what happened to the Ishimura, right? And so as we're playing through, as we're progressing through the A plot, we're getting these little B plot points, right? Like with the patient, we're learning about the colony, we're learning about Aegis 7, we're getting into all of that, and it does a really good job of balancing out the momentum of the story. Because if this entire game was just guy looking for a wife, where my wife? That could get a little, you know, trite, right? You're retreading ground, it's kind of boring. Now all of a sudden, right, you have this extra mystery, right? It's not just, oh, there are these weird alien things on the ship. It's oh, they're somehow tied to this thing with unitology and Matt Mercer, and like there's something going on with the colony and the mining and what, right? And so in being able to bounce back and forth between these, the game is encouraging the player to engage with the B plot to get to the A plot of finding Nicole. So it's sort of like a secondary story engine. And you could argue, like, the difference between, like, the amount of, like, subplots that a story has is gonna vary, right? Like, you could argue that, like, any game that has side quests has, you know, a ton of subplots, right? If we ever play, like, Skyrim or something, right? Like, all of the different guild quests, you know, your Dark Brotherhoods, your, you know, fighting with the rebels and stuff. Like, all that stuff are, like, A, B, C, D plots. Or I guess B, C, D plot. They're not A plots, right? But usually, your A plot exists, or your B plot exists in service to your A plot. What that means is going to depend on the type of story that you're telling. So, in the case of this game in Dead Space, right, the B plot is in service to the world, and you could even argue that there is sort of this C plot with, like, Nicole having to deal with whatever's going on this ship, right? But sometimes you'll have subplots that are in service to characters rather than plot, whereas this one does a lot of heavy lifting building out the world, and the A plot is that character-based thing. And so it's really just going to depend on what you want to do, because obviously, like, Isaac does not have a lot of characterization, right? He is a faceless protagonist for the most part. I think in the original release of this game, you don't see his face, so seeing his face in that opening cutscene, I want to say is a new addition to this game. I might be, someone correct me if I'm wrong, call me goofy or whatever. But like Isaac's characterization, right, is wife, and he works with mining equipment, or he's a technician, and he's trying to help his crew. So you could have other B plots that are in service to his character, right? But because we're in the realm of horror, which oftentimes has to forego engaging with character to engage with spectacle, you don't really need that characterization. And that's, I'm not going to get too far into this. In this stream, we can probably talk about it, like, next stream we do the cosmic horror thing. But one of the things, what some people would argue is a weakness of horror, is that it sometimes struggles with characterization, and that's not true universally. Obviously, it depends on your genre, and, like, obviously the story you're working with. But one reason that I think that horror struggles with characterization is because it is so death forward, right? Like, a lot of times you have to kill characters in a lot of horror stories to make the stakes clear, to make it feel scary. But the thing is, if you kill characters, then they don't get to have arcs. And characters that don't have arcs are difficult to invest in. And especially because you go into horror expecting people to die. No one thinks that anyone in the crew of that ship that you see at the beginning, other than the character you're playing as, is living past the first hour of this game, right? So you're already kind of checked out, right? So it's almost a waste of the writer's time to even put energy into engaging with them as characters on a deeper level, right? And we got that throwaway line with Daniels, like, Hammond is like, yeah, I searched your file, you didn't, like, why'd you check it? And she's like, I do computers, that's what I do. But that's more just to, like, not to hand wave, but to explain what skills she brings to the team, right? In the same way that Hammond is the security officer, so we know he's one of the guys with the guns and whatnot. But I can go in more into, like, character works later. That honestly might be, like, a down the road stream for, like, a different game. If we play a game with more, like, clear character arc stuff, I will really get into that, and it'll be a lot of fun to, like, we can do, like, charts, character arc charts, that'll be cool. Anyway, back to the gaming. Hey. What's happening? Hold on. I'm
Security
looting is what I'm
clearance
doing.
required.
No, I get security clearance. What a mess. Okay. Oh, bye. Me and the boys after a night of gaming, am I right? That loot? Yeah. I should use this gun. Oh, I'm so out of ammo on my other gun. Uh-oh. Okay. Dude, the whispering is stressing me out. So stressed out or that little baby thing going on. I feel like health huge. God. I wonder what determines whether people like turn or not. I shouldn't say. Oh, you shred through their limbs with this. Oh, I'm supposed to like rapid fire with this thing. Empty the clip. Okay, that's why you get so much ammo for this, because you're supposed to like. Whoops. I'm so stressed out. I'm waiting to get jumped.
Mercer, it's Terrence Kine. You were in surgery, so I left this with Warwick. He'll be discreet. I just got the latest report from Aegis 7. The situation's worse than Captain Matthias will admit. 40% of the colony's population is now showing symptoms. Depression, hallucinations, more violence. People are dying down there. I know it's linked to the marker somehow, but I just don't have enough data.
The marker?
Mercer,
That was capital M.
maybe I was wrong. We need answers by any means possible. That patient, Brent Harris, might be our last hope.
Well, that didn't go. Why is there an oxygen refueler here? What? Should heal. I'm saved in a bit. So. Oh, actually, I'll heal before that. Who is this? Now the camera's. What? What? Why did you do that? Oh. That's... Yeah, I don't know. That's rough. I don't know. Oh, that's... I think that's a dead kid. That's sad. Oh, someone broke out of this one. Ooh, enemy just loaded in. Or something, just... I think it's loaded in. Okay.
Hull breach detected.
I always wonder how. I always wonder how difficult it is, or like would be, to make to do the auto closing like windows and things on a spaceship. I guess I don't really know why you'd have that many windows on a spaceship. I guess real spaceships have windows. But I always wonder, like, that whole like glass breaking and then the auto door shutter thing, is that like a thing that's like reasonably feasible? Because it would add weight to the ship, right? Or like whatever the thing is you're putting into space. I guess you could implement the mechanism like on a planet or whatever, and then just put the metal in. What is that? I don't know. Some vacuum sensors. Okay. Let us. We're all learning together. That's the beauty. That's what this stream is all about. Learning. Text log. Uh-oh. Medical report. Dr. G. Domus. That's a cool name. Medical examiner. Report of death on the ship. Subject Captain B. Matthias. Okay, so the captain's body is going to be near here. It's my unfortunate duty to officially pronounce Captain Benjamin Matthias dead. Rest in peace. Reports of the exact circumstances surrounding his death are conflicted with and will be left for investigators to determine once we return to the port. I will constrain my comments to the condition of the body. Subject was in generally good health for his age, though a cursory blood test indicates his leukocyte count was very low, with eosinophils in particular almost non-existent. I don't know what that means. His pre-flight physical exam showed no such problems, indicating rapid onset, but it does not appear to have had sound in this game's crazy. Have had any effects on his death. Multiple contusions on the arms and hands indicate a brief struggle pre-mortem. Light contusions around the ribcage indicate he was restrained, likely for a brief period. Cause of death was a single prolonged trauma to the ocular body, which continued on through the cavity wall and into the frontal lobe, causing rapid neurotrauma, seizure, and death. Yikes. The angle of penetration into the ocular cavity indicates the injury was not self-inflicted. Examination required the removal of the object to confirm the cause of death, but it has been preserved for the investigation team to study. I therefore have no alternative but to record a preliminary verdict of unnatural death. Whether deliberate or accidental is beyond my jurisdiction. If the second internal vacuum reaches a certain threshold, it will trigger safety protocols and it will be pretty easy to detect and make a spaceship. Alright, fair enough. Next time we make a spaceship, we gotta put those shits in. Dude, the whispering... Because I keep turning to look for stuff. Oh, Captain, my Captain. So they all have those spinal implants, I guess. Are you... Give me him. Don't take that. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Captain, let's talk. You've been given a second chance at life. Don't do this. Don't throw your life away. Interesting. Is it going around? Okay, so there's a specific, like, thing that is turning corpses. Oh, it's here. Oh, I was so low on health. Okay. So I was under the impression that, like, it was more like conventional zombie stuff, but there's, like, a specific entity that... Interesting. Okay, we gotta go back. I should have used the landmine in that fight. Or chase the monster out. I do love the sort of seamless cutscene transition thing. It's very fun. So do spaceships need a lot of vents? Is that like... I'd assume that's important for like... But do they need to be like big enough for like things to crawl through them? Do you know? I should probably get rid of their like killing limbs first. Boom. Still you stand. Okay. Through the morgue of enemies. Captain's rig.
Isaac, what's your status? Do you have the captain's rig?
Fuck me! Transmitting codes now. I saw it, Hammond. A flying one turned the captain's body into another one of those things. The same must have happened to Chen.
God. Maybe the command computer has something. Where's Daniels when you need her?
Probably does.
Head back to the security checkpoint. It's safer there. At least I can upgrade your clearance.
Okay. Okay, we're getting that clearance upgrade. Let's go.
Clearance confirmed.
Yo. The security clearance has increased. Higher clearance store access is possible. Clean air from the ship. In theory, vents are required.
Isaac.
I'm here. What the hell's happening?
The computer says the Ishimura's engines are offline. We're on a decaying orbit toward Aegis 7.
Oh god. I have to get to engineering.
There's no time. That tram station's offline. Unless... Here. Head back to the flight deck. I'll guide you from there. If this damage report's right, there's a shortcut to engineering.
I like the static. Objective canceled. Objective, go to the hangar. Theory events are required to make sure proper conditions for life are met, so you have to have a base areas. It also gives a good excuse to have space. It does, yeah. I mean, at a certain point, like, you have to make your ship to enable cosmic horrors.
Clearance confirmed.
I mean, what type of space design? What type of architect doesn't design, or like engineer doesn't design their vehicles and their buildings to allow for horrors to navigate them unseen? Where are we going? This is a
Clearance confirmed.
like a whole new game. That's an old reference. Oh, yeah. It is about that time, so I actually think we're gonna call it there for now. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Super appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I'll be back Wednesday, same time. Gonna play through this game, gonna get through more of this. Like I said earlier, we're gonna try to get through this by like next week, and then we'll figure out what we're playing next. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next time. I don't have an outro screen, so I think I'm just gonna like end the stream. I don't have like it. I don't have an outro thing, so I don't. Yeah, I'll work on that. But thanks.